All right, folks, this is video number 12, and this is going to be the last video in this set. Let's review where we've just been. VR Maestro is forced into online booking 6 weeks earlier. VR Maestro is terrified by VRBO when he wakes to find his property profiles hidden. VR Maestro is angered by review count errors and manipulation on his own properties 3 times in 7 months. And VR Maestro is incensed when he finds an approximation dot for a home that should be on the other side of MLK, sitting almost on top of his home, with profile information designed to siphon sales. Okay, that's a lot of damn manipulation, man. I'm sitting on $720,000 in mortgages, and between, in a period of 5 months, and then you add on the final manipulation on the review or the final disclosure. I mean, that's a lot of damn manipulation of people. And, for those of you who are thinking I'm special, I'm not. You ought to see this shit in the forums. You ought to see it. It makes some of this stuff look very tame. I saw a woman tonight whose $14,000 booking got discounted by $3,000. She had no discounts entered into her profile. She called customer service. They couldn't tell her why Expedia had discounted her rate by $3,000. I think it's a 21-day stay. It's a pretty damn pricey place, if you ask me. But I mean, that's one of 100. I see probably 5 or 10 of these a day. So I mean, this isn't isolated to me. This isn't pick on Brian day. I mean, I think that's what I want to get across is that I'm nothing special. I'm just another guy in the cog here. I just happen to be a guy that documents it. So I mean, what are we really looking at? And I recognize that as as this was all going on. So basically what this says is on 10/20, VR Maestro launched PR campaign to spotlight Expedia manipulation and short-sightedness to Wall Streeters, short sellers, politicians, federal authorities, interested attorneys, property owners, and others. This website is the latest addition to a network of websites VR Maestro has published exposing big business bullies and baffling bankers with the overarching intention of aggregating information required for change. This video is a quick guided tour of this website and its rabbit hole entrances as of 2/8, and in fact, as you can see, it's actually as of 2/10, so I'll update this. All right, folks, I've done a fair amount of publishing. I may or may not share that through this website. Some of you will find it regarding Bank of America and banking and HELOC crises and PNC and crooked bankers and crooked corporate attorneys and people lying and federal banking crimes. It's all out there. But anyway, this wasn't intended to be a bridge to that, but it looks like it's going to turn out to be, which, I don't know, could make things interesting. Bring on some time for change, maybe a new age. I don't know, something like that, So anyway, let's talk about this website real quick. I'll give you a guided tour by the designer. The homepage. The homepage is set up. This homepage contains 4 secrets you need to know to do business direct. Book direct hashtag for greater simplicity and cost savings. Basically, there's four ways that you can use profiles that people like me and others are putting out publicly to find out if they have private websites, if you can book direct. You use Google's reverse image lookup. StaySaver.com is an app you can load on your machine, and owners who have loaded it as well. It's pretty interesting. Craigslist. And then, of course, we have regional vacation rental advertising websites, and I've got a listing of those here. So read this. It's a fun read. I got some cool pictures in there. I love this one, the little pigeon with his little road map trying to get home, fish in a barrel. This is a good read. It's very educational. If you're not familiar with what's going on in the industry, this is a great way to do it, a great way to get caught up. If you are and want to get information to somebody else, this is a great place to send them. The intro link is really what an original homepage would look like. It's very short, gives an overview of what I'm trying to do with the website, and that's it. Before I moved the 4 secrets to the homepage, this was the homepage. The videos. I have currently started, I've got 1 channel going. You're watching channel 1, Industry News. I'm looking at doing a channel 2, which is for Hoofy.com, which would be an up-and-coming competitor, brand new competitor to the global guys. They have some really cool tech, some great tech, and I'm going to be doing some of their tutorials for them. I haven't done any yet. I should be starting those next week, hopefully. Just simple, short tutorials. Then we've got the publishing section. I've got list of property listing websites, a list of property listing websites. So instead of going to the HomeAway, VRBO, TripAdvisor, Airbnb, you can come here. And I've got Craigslist. We're trying to encourage people to use Craigslist more. It's a great platform. If you know how to screen buyers or screen renters, you can engage in some nice transactions there. Hoofy.com is there. I'm not sure what Owner Rentals is doing right now. He started to take off, and I think he hit some bumps. National listing websites. So no, it's just for USA only. It looks like there's a vacation rental by owner.net. And the state websites, state and regional websites, this is where a lot of the owners are going. So if you know you're going to North Carolina, maybe give this a shot. If you know you're going to Massachusetts, give that a shot. There's some folks that have some really good reputations here that are working hard. One is Joe Godar. I think he's Emerald Coast by owner. Great reputation in the forums. And he's got that. He's putting out some stuff elsewhere. There's another woman who's doing some really good stuff too. I don't have her noted on here. I'll note her. I think she's related to the Maryland and Delaware website. But anyway, so that's it. Also, if we get bad reviews on some folks, or I should say negative feedback on folks, I'm not going to necessarily take them off here, but I might note them, like this note too. There were some pretty negative feelings about the Florida rentals folks. So instead of taking them off so that consumers don't know what's going on, I'm going to leave them on and just document what I've been told and call it a day. Let people do their own research. They can have a different opinion. Here's something outside the continental U.S. So anyway, I'll keep this updated. It's not really pretty. It's not fancy, but neither is Craigslist, and it works. So, and if anybody comes up with a prettier one with a map, maybe I'll put a link to that here too. So that's publishing. We've got resources for property owners, for renters, for listing website owners, for aspiring vacation rental owners, which basically says sit on the sideline, don't touch this industry for a while. Watch my videos. I mean, who wants to get into this crap? If you think you do, if you're watching the TV shows and getting talked into it, man, you're missing. They're blowing smoke. For investors, for municipalities, for those interested in Craigslist template. Then I've got Expedia 911. This is where I post my Expedia-centric news. I've got an In the News. I got 2017. There's some fun postings. Most of these, when I post them, get sent to Mark Okerstrom, the folks at Expedia, VRBO, and HomeAway via my Twitter feed, which don't follow my Twitter feed. It's just a bunch of crap. But some of this stuff goes out that way. Let's see here. I've got and then I've got some postings this year, so that's a fun one to go. And then we just did a tour of the what the fuck menu. I think you've got most of those on there. The illogical UI was actually in a video before the last set of videos we just did. So that's about it. Now the about menu is stuff with all kinds of fun stuff, and that's what we're going to be getting on to now. It's about this website, about my vacation rental, about my competition, about me, support and donations. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I'd love them. This is a lot of publishing. You may want to support me a little bit, make a donation. I'd appreciate it. At the rate I'm going, I probably won't be a vacation rental owner by the end of this summer unless something breaks or blows up. I can't see it happening. There's too much risk, too much competition, and too much manipulation by the platforms that I'm trying to work on. I mean, and it's not targeted at me. It's they've got their own agendas with some premier partners. They've got a lot of manipulation that's probably happening outside their control. It's just chaos. So anyway, contact link and join our mailing list. The one thing I wanted to give you a hint on, the next video coming up is going to be about my vacation rental. Part of what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over 10 years of sales and expense and financing data. You're going to see my numbers for the last 10 years. You're going to see nights sold, monthly sales, average night booked. I'm going to go through all kinds of details. So I think for a lot of people, that'll be interesting. The goal is, I've got a lot of goals for doing it. So anyway, this is the website. This is, I think, finally the framework I'll stick with, and I'll just keep filling this in for a bit, and then we'll just keep on chugging.